back with the Ron and Fez Show on a Monday. Thanks for being with us, Ron Bennington and Fez Whiteley. We will be appearing at Dave & Buster's in Bethesda at the White Flint Mall. That's coming up on Thursday, August 12th, when we broadcast live.
All right, so not this Thursday, but the following Thursday?
A week from this coming Thursday.
Fantastic. Come out and hang out with us.
John Edwards and his wife had their traditional Wendy's anniversary meal Friday, but this one included the Careys, Tom Brokaw, and Ben Affleck. Have the Edwardses emptied the well on the romantic Wendy's story yet?
You know, every couple, the Gores do the same thing, the Bushes do this, where they try to act like they're just so in love. Who cares? What does this have to do with anything? Where you and your wife met, how your first date went, the silly little fun things he does for you. It's just obnoxious, in my opinion. This
thing has driven me nuts, and it all came to a peak on Friday when they actually went to Wendy's, because they haven't shut up about it since it first came up.
But is this not just a page out of the Gores book where suddenly you have to act like somehow you're the cute couple where you guys are in your 50s? Who cares?
And it's like we're supposed to sit back and be amazed that they went and got their own trays and carried their own food back to their table.
Well, I think that the point is it's supposed to be we're such down-to-earth people. Then why is there a camera crew with you? It's just stupid.
I'm a photographer.
All right, the other night on Bill Maher's show, Fezzy, Michael Moore and Bill Maher got down on their knees in front of Ralph Nader, literally got on their knees and begged Nader to pull out of the race. Fez, Nader going to get Bush elected?
He did last time. I don't see any reason why he can't do it again.
So your new radio psychic?
Radio psychic.
Bush gets in?
Nope, I'm going to stick with my original radio psychic. Kerry wins, but it's going to be close because of Nader.
I don't see Nader getting a whole lot of heat out there. I still think Bush is going to win this thing, but I don't see anybody. I don't have one person talking to me about Nader. Not one person going, you know, the real problem is the two-party system. And I've heard that every election my whole life, that my problem is the two-party system, and I'm going to pick whoever else is out there.
Nader's always, his big thing every 4 years is trying to get on the ballots in each state. That's where he gets his press from.
Yeah,
from his legal battle.
But I understand that, and a lot of his stuff is, to me, I enjoy hearing what the guy has to say about big corporations. I enjoy hearing what they have to say about that there's not enough difference between the Republicans and Democrats, except for this year. It sure feels like there's a lot more difference this year.
CBS is reporting the #1 health crisis in America now is mental health.
This is where we've gotten into this country. The two big health crises, obesity and mental health. It's obesity and depression, basically. We're fat and we're depressed.
I think they go hand in hand. We're really depressed about our weight.
Then why do so many of my thin friends also on antidepressants?
You know, I guess it's a nice sign of the times when those are the two health concerns. You know, we're sad and we're heavy.
But what,
not, you know, overrun by typhoid or something.
I don't understand it. I don't understand the whole gimmick with this. Everybody I know is taking an antidepressant. You started a new one this weekend. What was that, Fez?
Klonopin.
And how's that worked out for you?
It calmed me down some,
yeah,
but it didn't help with depression at all.
No.
So I don't know where this one's going.
It's probably just going to make you fatter and more depressed. Because you look like you're retaining water today.
Yeah, and I had to go out and get bigger jeans over the weekend.
Oh.
So that's always a sad moment because let me just put it this way.
Yeah.
There was a waist size that I didn't want to pass, and I said, as long as I stay there and no higher, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a benchmark.
Right.
And when I went past that number this weekend, yeah, that didn't help a thing.
The frightening thing about you is that you always stay ahead of your age with your waist size. All right.
I had finally caught up.
No, I'm only kidding. You don't have to write it down. That'll just add to your depression. I will say it. If you write it and act like you're doing a secret, I'll say it. You know me well enough, don't you?
When I get up to use the restroom, you can just read it.
Yeah.
Why they put that big number on the back is beyond me.
Cut it off.
It's like, I don't have a waist size back there. It's a license plate. that's going across the back of me.
Wow, would that not be a great idea that you come up with some kind of vanity thing for that back of your jeans?
Oh, mine would be, white load, big girl crossing something.
Like, that's not going to be every other guy's. Hey, have you ever noticed this with the vanity plates, that most people, like, put in their hobbies, or older people put in grandpa or whatever, or 4 grandkids, but people with VWs always have a remark about their car. That seems to be, I was thinking this the other day when I saw red M&M, and I'm like, okay, I get it. And I'm thinking every time it's a bug, it's got to be a bug thing, it's got to be VW something.
Going bugging.
And I'm like, is this all you have? This is your whole personality is your car?
That's their whole world, Ronnie. They've put it all into the back of their license plate.
I don't even understand it even slightly.
They're defined by a little round car.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, VW, that's the size jeans I'm wearing now.
Oh, jeez.
It's that bad. The Key West chicken catcher, he has quit his post saying that the city officials are not committed to the cause of catching chicken.
There's so many chickens in the streets of Key West that they were giving this guy $20 a head, up to 900 chickens to bring them in. And then they start saying, okay, don't catch them in this area, don't catch them in that area. And he goes, I just can't put up with it anymore.
Yeah, they're saying they say they got rid of him because he wasn't going to reach his September goal of all 900 chickens or whatever.
Any chicken at all off the street down there is a good idea. Have you been down there and seen them? They're all over the damn place. I was eating at an outdoor cafe, and they came up and would bother me, and I'm having eggs. I'm like, this is disgusting. I can't look at a chicken while I'm enjoying eggs.
They ought to make it just like a lobster restaurant where you can just pick out which one you're going to have. That one looks meaty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these things run the town. People are feeding them. It's just filthy. It's like the Old West down there.
They've got so many cats running around, you'd think a couple of the chickens would get taken out.
That's another filthy thing. There's wild cats that are supposedly the Hemingway's cat. But every time I go down there and I go outside to eat, I want to have a pellet gun with me.
Rumors are circulating now that John Kerry's other daughter, Alexandra, is dating John Cusack.
Get out of here.
So you have Vanessa with Ben Affleck, and now Alexandra with John Cusack.
I don't understand how Cusack pulls this off all the time. He never has a hit movie. He always has a hit chick. And then he doesn't really get bothered the way Ben Affleck was. We ought to do we'll have one of the interns look this up and try to figure out how many famous chicks John Cusack has been with. Because I bet you're at least 10.
Yeah, because you don't go usually 3 or 4 weeks without all of a sudden hearing, all right, Cusack's with somebody again. And like you said, it's a name in the news. Or at least someone who's way up the ladder in Hollywood over him.
Normally it's a big Hollywood actress every single time. It's unbelievable.
Diane had a household on Big Brother over the weekend and put up 2 of the 4 horsemen, Jace and Scott, on the eviction block. Either one of these guys going to end up going?
Fez, I'm a little bit ahead of you on these things. There's a good chance neither one of them is going to end up going. There's a good chance that both of them could stay in the house.
Really?
Yeah.
The horsemen, they're brilliant. Somehow they pull it off.
Why? Because they're better than the 4 dumb broads and the gay guy. And I mean the gay guy's playing up to them unbelievably right now. I don't know if any of these people ever watch reality TV before they go on a reality TV show. Speaking of which, Crazy Jen has made it up even another notch above the ladder tonight on her chance to be on Faking It, whatever that show is. And we might do an audition with the producers of that show on our show tonight. Hopefully that'll work out for her. But she is probably going to end up on a damn reality show. That maniac.
I can't believe she's getting this close. That reality producers aren't going and running the other way.
That's the exact person I'd want on my dumb reality show. She's the exact person that would go on there and eat a live chicken for everybody. Crazy Jen Watley. Unbelievable.
Her last name is not Watley, and if she gets on reality TV, I don't want her using that. That's my last name.
That's a stage name.
I know, but I still wish she wouldn't use it.
I meant for you. It's a stage name.
American Idol reject William Hung is now working on a Christmas album. When exactly will we be done laughing at him?
I don't get it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I never laughed too hard the first time. I got the fact that it was bad. I know it's fun to laugh at the retard, but I don't get suddenly making him rich while we're laughing at him.
And I guess he's making a movie in China as we speak, too.
Kung Fu movie?
Something like that. And
how could he get big in China? That show's not even on in China. Why would that work out for him?
I think it's like some sort of Chinese director saw him and has taken him to China to shoot a movie.
And you're wondering if Crazy Jen Watley can make it in the reality field when this guy, who actually is worse than her, has got a movie, a gold record, and now he's going to have a Christmas album coming out.
And he is getting heavier as we speak. The showbiz life, he's turning into Kirstie Alley here.
Well, did you see the Kirstie Alley thing where she was saying that she is happy? She goes, I'm big, but I'm happy. And you just want to go, really? Because you were so hot before. You were so damn hot when you were younger.
I saw the cover of People magazine where she said...
As the pull-out cover, I saw that. Where you have to actually flip the back out.
Continued on next issue, where she goes, I'm 203 pounds. And
you're lying at that.
Yeah.
You're lying if you're saying you're 203.
Yeah, you're trying to be big, but not too big, right. Kirstie. You know,
I bet she's closer to 250 than the 200.
Oh, she's gigantic. The ass alone has got to be that big.
Now you get me excited.
Because it's just gone into huge wraparound skirts, 2 wraparound skirts tied together, and hopefully they'll meet on the other side big.
When is her new show starting, Fez?
I think they're still filming that, so it's probably like maybe next season.
And this is going to be like a sitcom, or?
Yeah, I think it's a Showtime show. It's a cable show.
It's going to be like Entourage, where there's like real people on it. Plus, it's going to have a story like the old Gary Shandling stuff, that Larry Sanders Show.
Exactly, where she's playing a fictional version of herself and what it's like to be an overweight actress who keeps ending up in the tabloids, who used to be a thin actress.
Now, why doesn't the Scientology work for her? Tom Cruise seems like he uses the Scientology to stay thin. I don't think she's paying enough attention.
She keeps saying it's because of her kids. She wanted to raise her kids right and ended up cooking for them, and when you cook, you gain weight.
Not necessarily. Look at Bobby Flay.
Reports are that the Hulk star Eric Bana will take over the role of James Bond from Pierce Brosnan. Is Bana the right Brit for the job?
Fez, I give this the miss on the hit or miss thing. He just doesn't seem dangerous enough to me. And no real Bond has felt dangerous to me since Sean Connery anyway. I never jumped into this Pierce Brosnan or even Roger Moore thing that went down. You just don't have the feel and look of a guy who would kill somebody.
This guy also, I don't think he has the personality. I saw him in that horrible Incredible Hulk movie. And he's one of those monotone actors where I'm just going to whisper through my lines.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that feeling of danger. I'm totally lost into James Bond. I don't know why anybody gets into it at all anymore. I don't like the modern stuff, even slightly.
I think Eric Bana, he's probably not going to get too many Bond assignments. I guess there was one that's due out next year, and with no Pierce Brosnan, they had to scramble to find somebody British who could do the role quick.
But it seems to me that they have a lot of those guys. Do Ewan McGregor, do Colin Farrell, do one of those guys who really looks like, hey, he might kill you. He might kill you. Know what I'm saying? Have a little bit of danger about the guy. Fez, here's a story I love that came out over the weekend. It looks like the Rocket, Roger Clemens, got thrown out of a game, ejected from a game, but not one of his games. His kid's 10-year-old Little League game. It's for 10-year-old kids and younger. There was some kind of bad call. Out comes the future Hall of Famer, the Rocket, and spit sunflower seeds all over the umpire. And the umpire had to give him one of those embarrassing, you have to leave the field, which anyone who's ever played Little League has seen this happen to somebody's dad, where not only they're banned from the field, and, if not, the cops will come.
Oh, nice. So the little Clemens kid who's got his dad there, kid's probably excited. This is what they get to see out of their hero that they're waiting to come to the ballpark.
Well, this is the thing that's got to really get to you on the kid's side. It's got to be tough enough having Roger Clemens as your dad, because everybody's going, well, he's not his dad, or I'm sure that's why he's pitching because of his last name. That can't be easy. You're overshadowed wherever you go in life. Now, here's your dad, literally a big league ball player with 300 wins, who starts spitting on the umpire in front of your friends and all their parents. Unbelievable.
You would think if anyone sitting in that crowd would know better, it was Roger Clemens.
What always gets to me, and I can't even understand it at all, I remember being that age where we would be embarrassed of certain parents that would be yelling out stupid stuff and really not even knowing the game and screaming and all. And it used to be humiliating. And then I thought by the time that generation grew up, we would be the cool parents. But it looks like the exact same sight, except for I'm in the stands now instead of on the field. Maybe we'll open up the phone lines of this one, Fezzy. 866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. And that's times that you saw the really embarrassing stuff when you played in the Little League sports. I remember I would play on the football teams. We were as young as, we were 65 pounds. 65 pounds and younger. And the parents would be yelling, kill them, tear their arm out, screaming at guys on our own team for missed tackles. And, I mean, we were little kids. And I'm like, this is just bizarre.
We had a mom who interrupted a game one time. She pulled her kid out of the dugout because he wasn't getting the playing time. And in front of the team, the mom took, and the kid's head was just hung down low.
Yeah.
And she thought her kid should be out there on the mound, and she took him out of there.
That is what kills me. How many people think that their kids should be pitching? I'm like, have you seen the kid? He can't throw from the outfield into second base. Yeah, you want to take him, highlight him, spotlight him, put him on the mound, and let him walk 14 people and really feel bad about himself.
When I was in 6th grade, I started wrestling, and my first match was against a girl.
Uh-huh.
So I go out there to wrestle. My mom's the janitor at the school, so she stops by, actually with the dust mop, like holding the dust mop there, watching me, yelling, "Get him, Justin, get him!" So I pin her, and my mom runs out and picks me up and hugs me.
The janitor.
The girl. Yeah.
The janitor, your mom, hugged you for pinning a girl.
In the middle of the mat.
Now,
unbelievable.
Now, did the fever catch on, and next thing you know, out in the stands, everyone was waving dust mops, because that was kind of your signature thing?
Dust mop. And also, you know, I think it's great that girls are playing sports with boys. I don't know about wrestling. I think that crosses the line there, that you need to have girls wrestling with boys and worrying about who's feeling up who. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back and pick this up. Times that your parents or your teammates' parents embarrass the hell at you when you're playing youth sports. 866-277-4969. Back in a few moments. It's the Ron and Fez Show.